Turn on tuning, hear what to say, but watch you real closely, enjoy your stay. You'll see me painting from up above, and if you like it, give it mad love. Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can enter my world, watch what grows, and when I'm through, why not have it go? Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can enter my world, watch what grows, and when I'm through, why not have it go? We paint miniatures, 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 we paint miniatures. We paint miniatures, 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 we paint miniatures.
We're live, finally. Sorry, I didn't get that flipped over right away. Good afternoon. It is Shoshie from Shoshie's Magnificent Miniatures. I was trying to see if I could get this number pad to flip me over, but it wasn't working. I think, is it on? Yes, it is on, but I don't know. Maybe it's not charged enough. How's everybody doing? Can you guys hear me okay? I see Whippoorwill Games and Frosty Primes and Millennia 38 in the chat. Hello. Welcome, and I'm glad to see you guys. Let me know if you can hear me all right. Woo, my house is really warm today. I've been running around. I checked the temperature, and it said like it was going to be, I don't know, it said it was 85 degrees, which is too warm. So I'm just trying to cool off a little bit. Awesome t-shirt, yes. Star Wars, yes. Good to go, good. I'm glad you guys hear me. Hey, Dingo. Good. All right, I'm going to switch over to my here cam. Here, there we go. Oh, come on. Go, now you can see me. This is Adeptus Ron, and he is from the Retribution. I've got my little Retribution Warcaster. He's he's like a space elf, basically. And I'm going to be doing him in an alt color scheme. We're going to be using this similar gray. We're going to be using like an orange, and we're going to do a brown leather. And I'm going to do his, I think if I remember right, I do their faces like in a sort of like a dark elf kind of look. I'm not sure. I'll have to check. Good. I'm glad you guys can hear me okay. I'm just going to check. This is actually a commission for a client. And I'm going to go ahead and link for you guys the stuff I've done for this client in the past. So you'll be able to see what we're going for. It's been a while though since I worked for this client. So I have to search through my history here. Here's a good one. All right. So this figure is Gareth from Retribution. I'm going to copy it and paste it in chat for you guys. Lets me, there we go, share. Copy link. And then you'll be able to see. Now I gotta open the Twitch app. Here we go. Woo, it's warm in here. Of course, I get real nervous every time I start streaming because there's always something crazy happening with whenever Tech Mike is not here. There we go. You guys can see that. That's Gareth. And those are the colors that we're going for, and you'll be able to see my recipe for leather is really nice and easy to do. And it looks pretty good as well. So I'm just gonna make sure I've got some Reikland Flesh shade good. Oh, I wanna show you, I finally was smart, because the last time we were on stream, I dumped my Druchii Violet all over the place. It wasn't, I don't think it was on stream, but it was after the stream. So I went ahead and I decanted my Druchii Violet and my Agrax Earthshade, and I'm really hoping that will help keep my bottles from exploding all over the place. All right, so I just have this so I can see what colors things are gonna be based on that. I'm gonna look at Gareth for how I'm gonna do everything else. So I will start with the skin tones. So you'll get to see that. And I'm going to use P3s because it is Warmachine. And P3 is definitely the color scheme are so much easier to use out your press brand. Alright. So I've got this. Got this. Oh, and I'm pulling my palette off the table. No. And I got this. Oop, that's pink. That's not the right color. There it is. Rin Flesh. So I got my three, it's basically my skin triad for P3. We have Rin Flesh, Midland Flesh, and Cardic Flesh, and we'll be going from dark to light with those. So we're gonna start with those on our palette. Let me know if you have any questions. It's been a while since I did some Warmachine, huh? I'm gonna be using looks like a Citadel brush. Uh-oh, the competition. I also have a Winsor Newton somewhere too, but this is just for basing. This is just a layer brush from Citadel. Put that in there. So what's everybody doing? Does anybody have any plans for the weekend? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm supposed to, tonight is Yom Kippur. So I haven't decided. I'm not a super great religious person, so I don't always fast. I know it's bad, but I usually try not to work. So I was glad that my stream is actually not. You're on stream. You're on screen. I'm so glad to see you, Maui Blood. Yeah, Maui Blood, you're on screen because you're one of my new followers, and that's my thank you to you. Yeah. I always thank my new followers. I put names. This is sort of like my chalkboard, because we treat this stream like a classroom. So you're supposed to ask questions. You're supposed to like give helpful answers. If you have something that ends up being helpful to the stream, I give away chat currency, which you can do exclamation point points, POINTS with an S. All right, so we're gonna start. Plans for the weekend: paint and rest. Yes, and your cousin's getting married. Awesome. Whippoorwill's cousin's getting married. Is it gonna be indoors or outdoors? That'll be interesting. Okay. So Adeptus has gloves on, so we're not painting his hands, but his little bald head is very much on here. You know what? And before I even start that, because it is a flesh tone, I will go ahead and show you my green base flesh tones because I can. I'm gonna find a good green to use. Usually I use Ortic Olive from P3. look here. Good one. Olive. There we go. If you haven't seen me, oh no, I moved my camera. Here we go. All right. Is that okay? Oh, on a farm. That'll be nice. Hello, Maui blood. Aloha. That'd be really nice to live in Hawaii, especially during the winter. Hello, Badger. Vainly attempting to paint stuff. Figure out what you actually need if you need to start streaming yourself. Awesome. Well, let me know. Send me a whisper when you get your stream up. All right. I'm gonna base coat with. I'm gonna thin out the Arctic olive just a little bit. I'll show you the consistency. It's about like this. About half and half. Half water, half paint. I want it thick enough that it's not going to cover up all my details, but it's going to get all my shadows in there, because he's got quite a bit of shadows being tucked away in this little helmet of his, or whatever this is. Sort of a spacesuit. From what I know about Retribution, they really like everything to be kind of magical, but not. I don't remember the exact deal with them. If anybody knows, please feel free to chime in. Okay, now. So their armor is going to be gray, and I use, where's my grays? Of course, all of my paints are tucked away. So that means going to be getting out a lot of paints, at least until everything is out. I use one of my favorite grays, which is Gray Coat Gray? I don't think that's the gray I use. Hold on, let me see. Other gray. Oh, it is Gray Coat Gray, because I've got a couple bottles of it. Yeah, it's absolute Gray Coat Gray. Oh. I'm gonna highlight it with this right here. Quick Spain highlight. Been a while. I'm gonna look at this again. Yeah, it's definitely. Retribution are a bunch of zealots that are trying to wipe out human magic users under the suspicion that they are draining the power of their last remaining living god. Ooh, I like that. Okay, so rather than use, because that is very green, I just realized Quickspain is not the right color. I'm just going to use either a little bit of Rinflesh or a little bit of Ivory to tame down my gray. I love this gray. Such a beautiful gray. All of the armor is going to be Gray Coat Gray. Also, hey Nick Claxton, you finally caught a... Oh, that's awesome. You're going to catch a live stream. Real quick, I'm going to write down Frosty Primes, because he is a helpful student, helpful classmate. They get extra points. You get extra credit. So let's see. Frosty Primes. There we go. Thank you so much for the tidbit of info. Melanie says, guys and Shoshie, for someone that wants to try out P3 paints, what would be the 4 colors that are most halves in that range? Oh my gosh. Well, okay. I'll write that down for you, because this is interesting. You're going to want coal black. You're going to want sanguine base. You will want, oh gosh. What do you guys think? Molten bronze? Yeah, I think all of the metals. Necrotide green is a good. ITE green. Yep. arcane blue. So the ones that Maui Blood just mentioned, those are awesome for like magical effects and like oozes and stuff. Yep, arcane blue. Umber. Absolutely, Nick Claxton. That is one of my favorites. Can you guys see all that? Right, and I'm writing off. Okay, so you couldn't see it. Hold on. Umber. Good. I get. There's a little box right here. I need to make there, so I don't write in that. What else? Frosty Primes plays and DMs for Iron Kingdoms. Awesome. Nice. Gray Coat Gray. I think so. Gray Coat Gray. So those would be my must-haves for sure, I think. And then if you want to do skin tones, get the 3 skin tones, and then get Ordic Olive if you want to do my version. Subscribed. Awesome. Thank you so much, Whippoorwill. You're such a big help. And while I was talking, look at that. The green dried. And I'll be able to show you my skin tone technique, which you can find in many of my videos. So if you want to see the best video that I have on skin tones, it's the Flower Witch. She looks nice and big and easy to see. So basically, this is kind of thin, but I'm just taking the darkest Arctic Flesh, which is the darkest flesh color, and I'm just going to be painting highlights, basically as if you're highlighting with thin paint all of the places where light would touch on the skin. Right here. My nose it is. Okay. So these guys are kind of pale. They spend a lot of time in the spaceship. But you'll see how I'm leaving some green? It's hard to see without looking real close because I've already highlighted some of it. There we go. You can see how that green, it becomes a neutral, and that becomes our neutral shade tone. So we don't need to really put shadows in there too much because that green becomes it. Yay. Oh yeah, I think Minoth White Highlight is another good one. So we write that one down too. Minoth White Highlight. And also you can buy the P3 paints in these sets that actually make them a little bit more cost effective. They come in sets of 6, I think. And so it's not much cheaper, but it's just a tiny bit cheaper than if you bought one at a time. So if you were going to buy a set, let's see, I think the Kador set has some nice reds in it. The Circle of Oberos that has some greens. It has the Ordic Olive, I believe. Any Army Color sets? I don't use Army Color. It, for me, and because of what I do with it professionally, it's not pigmented enough for me. It's gonna take me a million coats to work with. So and the price point is low, yes, but I need something that's gonna give me less time of painting, because time is very important as a commission painter. So I don't buy Army Painter, unfortunately. But I guess I like the reds. I like the tones, the strong tone. I actually do have strong tone. And I do like this brown. This leather brown is nice also. I think that's the only colors. The black and the white are also pretty nice. But as a whole, I don't tend to buy too many of those. Hold on, let me see what you guys have been saying. Yeah, Millennia, definitely. I love P3s. Okay, so you bought Menoth, Signar, Grix, and Circle sets. Yeah, Signar has the blues, exactly. Grix has the darker and metallics. Trolls has some blues. Yep. Oh, army color sets for the Warmachine armies. Yes, that's exactly what I buy. And I also, the new Grimkin set has some new colors in it. You guys all have seen me painting with the Deathless metal. This is probably my number one favorite paint of all time right now. There's also a really nice color called what is it called? It's like a white, but it's a cold white. I don't remember what it's called. That's okay. We need to get some more paint on here. If somebody knows the name of the new white, let me know, because we'll give you sickly flesh. Silver Nail gets a point. See, you guys are great. Silver Nail. 5 points. It's like Harry Potter. 5 points to Gryffindor. Okay, so this is the second color in the triad. This one is Midland Flesh. And on this part, I'm guessing you can tell by where I primed him that... Oh, we got Paula. Oh, we got Millennia. Yeah, Millennia just subscribed. Thank you so much. Well, I'm not writing down subscribers just because I've got so much written down here today, but I want to thank you guys. Thank you so much. Speaking of subscribers, I just wrote all of my $24.99 subscribers today. Everybody who subscribes me at the $24.99 level gets a half an hour of one-on-one coaching. It can be either via email or via Skype or via Google Hangouts, whatever you'd like. I will be at your disposal for 30 minutes. So let me know if that's something you're interested in. Just all you got to do is subscribe at the $24.99 level. But anyway, I just wrote them back and I told them to schedule some times with me. And I'm looking forward to hearing. I've only heard, I did hear from I heard from Janae77. And I also am waiting to hear back from Flickster. And the Bug King said I need to give away his coaching because he does not have time. So maybe that's something we can do at a future date. I'll have to set that up because I haven't gotten all of that set up. Hype, yeah. You're more House Ravenclaw. I think I'm actually. What's the one that Harry Potter is? I can't remember. Gryffindor. I think I'm actually Gryffindor. Okay, so he does have eyeballs. I'm gonna just I need a little black. Where's the black? I'm just gonna use this is a gray by Scaleson E5 because it'll be fast because I've got it right here. Okay, I'm trying not to overheat and melt in front of you guys. I'm just like so bad. Okay, glasses off. Here we go. Coat the whole socket of the eye with the dark color. Got a little bit of his nose. But that's okay because we don't have the final highlight anyway. We're going to let that dry. Pick out my Rin Flesh. There's a little something. Sometimes a little ball of paint dries on the end of my brush. Hufflepuff. Okay, Ravenclaw's intellect, Slytherin is cunning, Gryffindor is courage, and Hufflepuff is endurance. That sounds right to me. I don't know. I did the thing where you figure out what your and now I can't remember what it's called. Your little spirit animal thing. But I figured out what that is, and mine is a cat, of course. It has to be, right? Okay, so this is the Rin Flesh, and we're putting this on bits of his head. Just where the light is going to reflect the most. You know what? Patronus? Patronus. Yes, you're nerd. Yeah, but we're all nerds. Hey, Protomaker. Protomaker, when I started the stream, for some reason this cam right here wasn't working, the one that was showing what I'm painting. Luckily, I somehow got it to work, but I don't know what was wrong in the first place. So I'm just letting you know. Hello there. Okay, and we're going to make him, he's a little bit pale. He's been in the spaceship a long time. He's grouchy. He's Adeptus Ron. Also, Protomaker, did you know that the house has been at 85 degrees? It's crazy. I've tried turning it down and it doesn't seem to be cooling off at all. I don't know what to do. Alright, so he does have a scar across his eye. I'm going to paint his eyes first before I get into that, because I want to make sure to get that right. And I need, this is where the Menoth White highlight comes into play. Menoth White highlight. Here it is. Right there. Oh, and I need the arcane blue because I've been making their eyes arcane blue. Let me see. That's a really, look at this. This is really old. I don't even know if this is still any good. Let me open this. Yeah, I guess it's okay. It's looks a little bit, looks like it needs to be shaken pretty badly though. Does not want to shake. That's a bad sign. I just shook it and you can see it didn't do anything. Susura? I think that's how I say hi, Susura. Welcome. I'm going to put your name. We don't have as much room for names as much. I'm going to put your name right here. There we go. Thank you so much for the follow. How are you? I'm going to put some of this arcane blue on my palette and not on my lap. Ooh, okay, so look at that. Boing boing. Paint's not supposed to bounce. Guess some of it's okay. That's weird. Probably shouldn't use this. Alright, I'm going to put this one aside because I don't think that's any good anymore. Time to get some new arcane blue. Alright. Got Adeptus. I'm going to get a different brush because this brush is not nice enough to do tiny details with. We've got a nice Winsor Newton. It looks like it's... is it curved? Okay. Glasses off. And I got to make sure to put this on my palette, which would be smart, right? This is the Menoth White highlight. Give it a little shake. Take it out with... I don't take it out with the brush bit. I take it out with the handle. That way I don't mess up my brushes more than I already do, right? Glasses off. Thank you, Cosmo. There you go. That's perfect. I'm painting Adeptus Ron. He is a Retribution Warcaster from Privateer Press by Warmachine. So, but we're not doing these colors. We're doing different colors. All of the gray bits here will be brown and all of the white bits will be gray. So, switching things up. And we're just finishing off skin tones first. He only has his head, so it's pretty easy. I'm showing everybody the eyes. And I had to take my glasses off, so I'm going to make a little oval with my tiny sharp brush. And that was relatively successful so far. There we go. And then when I do the other eye, I flip him upside down, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get in there for that other eye, but I'm going to try. Might need to make my paint a little thinner so it comes off. Alright, this is tricky. Look at that, so much in the way. I did it! First try! Yay! Hype! Oh my gosh. That was nerve-wracking. Yeah, it looks good. And then a little black. So we're gonna, let me look at what they did for the, okay. So they kind of make it look a little cross-eyed in the, I'm gonna put an eyeball in the middle. I don't know if that's okay or not. It's what sucks is when you go to do the eyeballs and then you mess up everything that you just did. Okay, that one. Hey, he's looking a little side-eye, a little bit. He's like, what? What are you trying to say? Okay, that one's way up in his head. Like he's rolling one eye and side-eyeing the other one. I don't know. I might have to fix that. Get a little bit more white. Touch right there. Okay, so he is definitely side-eye. And there's some sort of top or something outside the pool next across the street. Don't know what's going on. It's like a fire truck or something. Very distracting. Alright. We're gonna keep going. Mustering ahead. You guys can hear that? Oh, it's definitely a cop. I don't know what's going on. Here's the arcane blue eyes. Oh, I know what's going on. It's homecoming week. The high school is just down the street from us, and so they're having a parade right in front of my house, and they're throwing candy, and there's a police escort, apparently, and now there's high school students walking on my yard. This is fun. The bug zapper. Oh, okay, back to work. Sorry, guys. I was just worried that somebody was in trouble, maybe like an incident at the school. I'm glad it's just a party. Get off the grass, exactly. Get off my lawn. Yes. You think you're about to sell your Menoth army? Yeah. Do you think that you're not playing it as much? I have a whole troll army I need to sell that I've had that because Mike was gonna play it and then he just totally changed his mind. So I have this beautiful troll army. I didn't paint it. My dear friend James from James's Corner of Color on Facebook painted it, and I gave it as a gift to Mike, and now he doesn't want to play anymore. Proto Maker. Yes, I'm talking about you. Okay, I'll stop talking about you while you're right here. Couple of friends convinced you to start and you played like 2 times. Oh, I think that might be a good choice then. Mike, play a troll? Yeah, that's the only trolls you've ever played, so. Alright, little tiny white reflection dot, if you can make one. Not super duper important, but I think it makes a nice touch. Alright, and now let's try the scar. I'm going to try to use some Reikland Flesh Shade for the scar. I really, really would like a little red mixed with that, so I'm going to look for a little bit of red ink. I can't find my red ink. I'm just going to take a teeny drop of Antares Red and mix it with my flesh, what is it called? Reikland Flesh Shade, just so that it's a little bit more red toned. Glasses off again. And we're just going to draw a line right over that scar. There we go. It's rather fresh. How's that? And that needs to dry, and then we'll go back and highlight it so that it looks like it's actually a scar, not just like a scratch. Sassy Mike. Yes. Okay. Whew, time for the gray coat gray on the armor. And again, this is about half and half water, half and half. And I'm making this thin because I really do want some. Ooh, my goodness! What are you doing, Adeptus? He's being adept. There we go. I'm gonna paint There's the drum corps. The drum corps is coming by now. I was in band, but I was never good enough to be in any kind of like concert or cadet band, or actually no, I was in cadet band, but I never was good enough to be in the marching band or anything else. I was like a band peak failure. My band teacher told me I had a rhythm problem, and the truth is he just didn't like me. So, oh my gosh, can you guys hear the drums? Maybe we'll go to the homecoming game tonight. That would be fun. Oh my gosh, that's so loud. I hope that you can't hear that. I apologize. I had no idea there was going to be a parade on my street today. Oh good, I'm so glad. It's very loud for me. You can hear a tiny bit of it? Okay, good. Now the brass section. At least, yeah. Oh no, okay. Time to stop for a minute, because it looks like the stick tack is not holding. Put some more on it. Let me try this again. If I need to, I'll have to pin it. You can hear the drum. I can hear the drum. There's a bus. I guess the local bus got involved in the parade, since they're always taking kids to the school. All right, I'm gonna ignore the parade. We'll keep painting. There's some OSL right here, which it looks like I'm gonna paint over a little bit, but I'll bring it back. I want to make sure to get everything coated, and then I'll come back and make that glow that is so indicative of anything with with Retribution. There we go. I'm talking with my words. Alright, let's pin him. This is what we do. We're gonna get a pin. We've got a paper clip. It's gonna be nice. So, okay, so there's my drill. There's the metal that we're gonna put the pin in. No, let's put the pin in here. Here we go, because it's plastic, it'll be much faster. Yeah, dropped, absolutely. Bit of adventure. Okay. Pull that out. And that paper clip should fit. Good. Okay, and then we're gonna put a drop of super glue. Let's use the good stuff. So if you've never pinned, this is how we do it with the ooh, we don't want it all the way through, just part way. Pull that back out. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to clip it. I'm going to clip it again. There. Ta-da! And now we glued it to my finger. There is a split in the cork, and we put the pin down the split, and now tension on the cork will hold him on the holder. Yay! Now he won't fall off. Right. And it looks like the parade is past, so we're all set. Alright, back to the gray. Gray coat gray on the armor. All of the base coating of the armor is going to be the gray. And it's such, I don't know if you guys can see it on camera or not, but gray coat gray has a blue undertone. And that's one of the reasons why I love it. It's got blue nuances. Lovely. Whoa. And I'm painting my own hand. I did do a little spray inside these engines, and I'm gonna go ahead and poke a little bit of that in there just for so I don't forget. That's your arcane blue, and definitely it looks magical. I'll check. Yeah, all of the white bits are gonna be the arcane blue. All the little spheres. Like that. And give them a glowing kind of OSL sort of look. Just take the edge of your brush. Did I use medium or just water? Yep, so the color scheme on this is gray coat gray with a little bit of arcane blue right now. That's all we've got so far. And I'm just taking the edge of my brush on the edges of the gray, and I will end up smoothing that out quite a bit. Here's the gray again. I don't want a line. I want it to look like it's light shining, so I want it to be relatively smooth transition. Okay. Now that Menoff, well, actually I'm not done with my base coating, so I should probably do that instead of getting distracted. Here we go. All of the engines. What I'll do then is come back with my whites and pop those little glowing bits out a little bit more in a minute. Right back there too. Yeah, I have not been using mediums to thin. I pretty much like just the water, because the thing about the P3 paints is you don't need a lot of medium because they are, I guess they're liquid pigments. There's something about the way they're formulated. You could thin them and thin them and thin them, and they don't really split. So they actually just get more and more like a watercolor, which is definitely in line with my style. So I can get really thin and they can still look very nice. They don't split. Aw, so much for the tip. It's Falcon Punch Drunk. Aw, thank you so much, Falcon. I'm glad to see you're in the chat. How are you and what's been going on with you? Aw, Electric Eve. What an amazing host. Thank you so much. If you guys haven't followed Electric Eve, give her a follow. She is one of my favorite people to watch. Her and Flickster are probably like in my top 10 for sure. And yay, look like a raid. Look like a raid. Mad love for Eve. Look at the hearts. Yay. Thank you. That's amazing. Yay, look at this craziness. How's it going, Eve? What have you been doing? Look at that name. See if my bot says it. Welcome to Overexposed Shoshie. Am I overexposed? Oh no. Thanks for telling me, Proto. Let me see if I can fix it a little bit. One camera is overexposed and one is not. There we go. Underexposed? Is that too dark? Camera 2 is overexposed. Thanks. Flickster. Oh my gosh. Holy cow. This is amazing. You guys are amazing. Mad hype for Flickster and Electric Eve, who just hosted me for like a zillion people. All you guys are amazing. And welcome. Host Train. And somebody sent me a link, but I don't see it. So give me a second to calm down from all the hype. Wow. Flickster, definitely give him a follow. And again, Electric Eve, mad hype for both of them. So great. Thank you. If you are joining me from either one of those channels, you can hit the purple button above and join us in chat and come and say, oh, and Captain Healthios hosting me. Whew. All the love. Thank you. The British invasion. That's amazing. We're painting a Warmachine figure called Adeptus Ron today. Shadowrun Manser New Zealand is now following. I'll write that down. Oh, the real Ashman just started following too. Holy cow. Oh my goodness, guys. I don't know if I can keep up. Oh no. Okay, real quick, I'm going to write these down. Real Ashman. Ah! You guys. Flick's dirty tip runs. Runs away from the toothbrush. AJ Productions 2. Wow. I can't keep up. Use the VODs later. I will. Yeah. I'm gonna say a massive thank you to all of the new follows all at once. You guys are amazing. I will personally thank you all later when I get a chance. Oh my goodness. Now there's more hosts. Thank you so much. Wow, this is a record, guys. This is crazy. Hey, Flick. This is nuts. Thank you so much. Check out the Figure Creative Discord. That's okay, Millennia. That's okay. I didn't even know that this would be like this. I wouldn't have been able to catch up even if we had the space, truly. All right, so I'm painting Adeptus Ron. He's a basically a space elf from Warmachine, and they're trying to destroy all the humans there. Oh my goodness. Discord. Yeah, well, Flick, right before Eve did, yeah, then right afterward you did. I was like, I knew that you were going to be streaming today. I didn't know that both you and Eve were going to host me at the same time. That was awesome. Holy cow. Flick spreadsheet started following. Flick has his own spreadsheet account. I know who that is. Aha. Indeedy. Like I said, the British invasion. Fun. Well, it's kind of a treat for chat, and it's also a treat for me because to be caught unaware like that. You're not who I think you are? Okay, Flick spreadsheet. I thought I knew. Did Flick bring his abandoned car? Yeah. We're gonna have to all hang out at Adepticon too. It'll be amazing. Alright. I've got almost everything base coated for Adeptus Ron's armor. He does have little armored bits on his. There we go. Kev Rob. Got 6. I think I said that right. Thank you so much. So many guys. So I'm verklempt. That's it. I'm mixing a little bit of my Menoth white highlight. I'm just gonna edge highlight, and hopefully I can regain my composure. All I'm doing is I'm hitting the armor where it would be highlighted. Flick's production values. Omega Sun. That's it. Omega Sun. Nice. Flick's production values. We need to hype Flick's production values just because of that name. Do people make a bunch of accounts to troll you with Flick? What is happening? You're gonna have a bunch of namesake accounts. You finished Doom! Oh my goodness! Mad hype! Mad hype! We'll give you lots of cat hair for that. There we go. Mad love. There we go. An X credit. That's awesome. Proud of you. I bet you never want to look at another Doom figure for a while, huh? That would be me. I would be like, Doom can throw itself through a window if I was doing that. Last Wednesday, believe me, there are worse ones. It's amazing. Flick's production. I swear I carry that stream. Yup. Now I want to know who Flick's production values is. So here's the thing with this Adeptus character. So the guy who commissioned me to paint this, when I first started painting his stuff, I probably didn't do as much work on his things, or rather, sorry, no, I wasn't as good as I am at the moment. So he'll get a better paint job every time he has me paint something, roughly. Let's do a little bit of smanky white on all of these little bits and bobs. Hey, Raging Again. We got raided by Flickster and Electric Eve, so we have some massive people in chat right now. Genuine Vision. You learn 2 things about the community here. They're generally awesome people, and they're feisty bunch. Yes, I agree. That's the fun of it, right? Okay. So we did get that scar. We can highlight that now with a little bit of this color right here. This is the Rin Flesh. There we go. Cat hair. Yeah, what are you gonna do now, Flick? You're gonna build the creature caster. Ah, okay. For your birthday stream. We all have to go to Flick's birthday stream tomorrow, okay? What are the new themes, Infinite Blight? Tell me, because I don't think I know what's going on. I think I'm out of touch. I'm planning on going to Warmachine weekend for a day or so. That's going to be, I guess, in November. Mostly to get some barbecue, but I also want to teach a class. I think I'm going to teach either skin tones again or... I don't know. I haven't really decided. I have to look into seeing what... Maybe painting leather and cloth and stuff like that. Just doing little glazes at the moment. Trying to highlight the metal bits of this armor. Hey, Kingdom Death Monster. Each faction gets a new theme today. Well, that's perfect timing. Seen somebody mention it as Warmachine 3.5. Okay. That is good to know. I'll have to look into that. Like I said, I've been out of it. I knew that themed armies were gonna be a thing, but I felt like it's been like taking about a year for them to figure it out. And so I'm glad they're finally getting to that. That's exciting. So I'm just putting a little Menoth highlight on the edges of his boots right here. And then I'll glaze over it with a little bit of this gray coat gray, so we're smoothing it. See how nice that looks? It's not exactly edge highlighting. That's good. So you do two shades up and then knock it down a little bit with your base coat there. You play Scorn and Legion. And it's a big day. Oh, good. I play Circle. Is anything... What are the... I always thought it would be cool to have an all-goat army with my Circle. Five new minion casters? Oh, that sounds awesome. Yeah, it's been a while since I painted some Warmachine. It's good to be back in the saddle, too. You can see this nice little highlight of the calves over here and the ankle. Five Scorn casters get to take minion Warbeasts. Oh, very nice. Hey, Strokes of Chaos Minis, it has been a while. How are you? I haven't seen you in a bit. Keeping busy. Painting some Adeptus Ron. Does anybody know the fluff about Adeptus Ron? Like, about him individually? Anything we can know about him? Max Payne is painting Protectorate, Khador, and Circle. Awesome. Question on glazes. I know the color plays a role into the ratio. What is a good starting ratio of paint to water or medium for the glaze? You have an issue with it either being too opaque so that it's a layer or being too watery. Yeah, I mean, I think it's like, I just eyeball it. Let me show you. So let's say I've got some Menoth white and I'm painting that on kind of thick right here, right? I'm getting my white highlight. And then I'm going to glaze it with this, it's about half right now, I think. And I'm pulling it down over that Menoth. It's still lighter than the original base coat was. And if I want straight up base coat, I can, whoops. P3 was made for spit blending, so they're also non-toxic, so it's all right if you, I mean, You don't want to do it all the time, but it's all right if you go ahead and lick your brush a little bit with P3s because they're formulated for it actually. Okay, so, oh, look at that. I did my hand in the Ortic Olive already. Okay. Yeah, it has been a while. You've been having problems with your hand. Strokes of Chaos, do you have a holder or something to hold your minis? Let me show you something. Something like this. Because I found that, you know, I'm holding the mini with my fingers like this and then I get, it's your right hand. Yeah. If you have tendonitis, you can buy like a band at the drugstore to keep around your forearm. I'm gonna overexpose the camera. Oh well. All right. Going back to blending. In your thumb. Oh man, that stinks. I've had tendonitis in my entire arm from building too much Kingdom Death. I just wore it out. So lots of rest, and using that band that I got at the store helped quite a bit. And this holder, being able to rest my hand on these bars, see how I do that? So it takes a lot of the pressure off my right hand. You guys see what I did? I moved the paint back and forth till it kind of went into the middle. Still not working. There we go. Yeah, the Wrathcore holders are going to be out in November. It's coming soon. And I'm hoping we'll be getting a hold of him, and he and I are going to do a collaboration of some kind. I'm looking forward to that. All right, more gray. Adding a little bit of gray so that I can blend this. Strokes of Chaos, you only play Warhammer, right? Is that, or am I thinking of somebody else? I'm thinking of Captain Chaos, aren't I? There we go. So we're getting our darks and our lights. Yeah. You play, okay, so you do play Warmachine. Alright, I want to show you guys I've got strong tone that I'm going to put in the crevices of his armor. A little bit of strong tone. Give us some shadows. It doesn't need a lot because it's already pretty well molded. Oh, we got a long here. Adeptus Ron. He's an influential member of the House Shail, a Ios noble house. I remember like they had all these cool houses. That has gone all in with the Retribution. According to your codex, he's a master arcanist and has the final say of any design of the techno mages of House Shail. And from the looks of it, he also commands the most political power within the Retribution. Oh, so he's a BAMF. I did not know that about Adeptus. I did not know he had so much power. Yeah, I'm going to give you a point for that, for digging that up, Frosty Primes. You get another point. There you go. No problem, Nardy Wolf. I'm glad to have you here. It doesn't matter if you're late. You can always like go back and watch the VODs if you want to catch up and see anything that you missed. We've been painting Adeptus Ron. I'm just going in here and I'm getting all my little dark shadows with my, this is the strong tone from Army Painter. And he's got a little, this thing inside his hand is going to be glowing, so we're not putting strong tone in that. And you'll see I'm going to go back over all of this in a minute with that gray, because I need to basically pull back my midtone. I need to bring back my midtone. Super Tank 101, thank you so much for the follow. Love that name. When are you going to paint Adeptus Jeff? Is there an Adeptus Jeff? Maybe he's less powerful. He doesn't sound as cool. And then I'm going to put some really nice darks here. I've got, this is a little bit of black. I want to make that really nice and dark. We'll come back in with my gray coat gray, because it's a lot lighter now than this will be. Okay, show you. Adeptus Dave. Yeah, exactly. Adeptus Dave. Adeptus Ron, I get it. Adeptus Ron, Adeptus Dave. Maybe Adeptus Ron is named after Ron Kersey. Rocket Cat 007. Welcome. Rocket Cat 107. Oh, 007, sorry. Here we go. Okay, I'm just picking out the little bits. We're going to go back on the back. Is that still wet? That's a little bit still wet. This is just the gray coat gray, and just smoothing out spots. And over here I need to smooth out some of that as well. It's pronounced Geoff. Geoff. Adeptus Geoff. There we go. I don't think I've met him or seen him. Yeah, cat hair is a thing for you too? Yeah, trust me. If you commission me, you're gonna get at least one cat hair in the box. Hopefully I'll have it off of every mini, but that's awesome. I don't think it's a unique thing to painters with cats. So you can see how it looks a little bit chalky right here, and that's because we need to glaze over it a little bit more. There. Better, much better. Alright, now I need to get some new schmanky because this is getting old. New schmanky. This is schmanky. The artist acrylic right here and I got it I got this one in Austria. I believe it is German paint. Titan Weiss is the name of it, and that's very, very pigmented. And I'm going to go ahead and hit all of the little spherical things with this white. Carefully anyway. I might have to take my glasses off for this. Oh, cat hair is an awesome extra. Yes, yes indeed. If only it was like useful basing materials, right? We would be saving so much money. Alright, glasses off. We're going to paint these little bitty ones. Give me a second while I get all of them, because we want the white underneath, so that when we glaze over it with either the we're going to glaze over it with a little bit of the arcane blue. You'll see, because we want it to seem like it's glowing. Put a little bit more highlight on his eye here. Bit more gray. Here we go. Okay. The Wrathcore holder, I will be doing some sort of promotion with him, and hopefully I will be getting some prize support from them. We'll be doing some custom Shoshie holders to give away. But you can contact him. He won't be selling them retail until November. But they are really awesome, and I got in on the Kickstarter. That's how come I have mine already. And I cannot say enough good things about it. That's why I'm so interested in working with him, because they really are great. Okay, so this whole thing, I'm going to go back over this with this. That white, titanium white. Titanium white by Schmanky is the whitest, one of the whitest whites you can find. Really pigmented. And we'll go over this with a little, I need some, dig out my turquoise ink. I think it's in my toolkit here. So all these little orbs. And he's got a little bit of like a glowing thing here and here. And we're just going to do straight white in the crevices of all the spots that are just going to have glowing color. It's going to have glowing arcane white, or sorry, arcane blue. There we go. You'll be, yeah, will you be able to buy them a custom shoulder? I'll try to get some, Cosmo. Yeah, it's something I think that's possible. If I won't sell them, then I'll give them away. But we'll figure something out. There will be custom Shoshie holders for sure. I think that would be a lot of fun. Maybe if we put together a pre-order of some kind, if people are really interested, we could do, you know, an order of Shoshie holders. I should talk. That's a good idea, Cosmo. I'm going to give you some points for that, because I would not have thought of that. Cosmo, BC, and then pre-order. I'll put that so I won't forget. I'll make sure to ask him. That's a good idea. Rago, thank you so much. Millennia wants a holder too. Awesome. Groupon. Yes, exactly, Weird Brush. Rago, thank you so much for the follow. And welcome. We're going in here and we're getting all of the little areas. Oh, don't go over too much. So I don't know if you can see this, but there is a little, I'm going to have to almost freehand it. There's a tiny, like, area right here where the light is in a channel. Trying to get it. The paint is in the Schmanky is not as thin as P3. So I have to be more precise and watch my thinning. Here we go. And we'll go ahead and clean all that up too. Okay, let's see what happens. I'm gonna clean that up. Don't lick the titanium white like I just did. That's not safe. Titanium white bad. Okay. Here we go. Yeah. Yum poison, exactly. Don't lick the poison. Okay. I want to look for my turquoise ink. I think it's in my drawers over here. I'll check. 1 second. So I did not find my turquoise ink, but I have a blue and a green I can try to mix. Let's see if I can make a turquoise ink. So this is Drakenhof Nightshade and the P3 green ink. We're gonna attempt to make a new color with it. Actually, that's really green. Put a few drops of that in there. Drakenhof Nightshade. This is one of those little pots that I got from one of the starter kits. Shake it, make some turquoise. It'll be dark turquoise, more likely. Oh yeah. Let's see. Ooh, it's very pretty actually. It's not exactly what I wanted. I'm gonna try putting a little. This is the medium, P3 mixing medium. I think it needs more green is what it needs. Hey Gren Stuff, how's it going? What's been going on? Lick the brush. This is clogged. Hold on 1 second. Try to get it unclogged. Hate that. Mixing medium is basically, I think it's like PVA and airbrush medium and some other stuff mixed together. But it is really clogged. Try to do this. Take it out of my... Yeah. That worked. You're good, just crappy satellite-based internet making your day a little crappy. I'm sorry. That sucks. No fun. Alright, so I made myself a little wash with... Oh, that's not bad. That is not bad at all. I made it with the mixing medium and the green. And I'm going to mix a little bit of arcane blue with this too, because I think it needs to be a little bit more opaque. No, I don't like it. Let's just use straight arcane and see. Thin it out. Yeah, I like that much better. Much better. It's more vivid. Much better. Okay, so back to this then. When you make a mistake, just fix it or make it look like you did it on purpose. Oh no. So Adeptus Ron just broke off at the ankles, which is no fun. Look at that. I've never had that happen. Wow. This has not been an easy day today, guys. Right on stream. That's why That's why we have super glue, right? We might switch while he's curing because I want to make sure that he's gonna get fixed. I know, it's not fair. We do have Bondic. We always have Bondic. Alright. I'm gonna complain to Privateer Press because I've never had that happen. I just barely touched it. Alright. This is where Bondic will come in handy because it will weld it all together. Adeptus wrecked, absolutely. Craziness. Love myself some Bondic. Well. It shouldn't be that weak. It just like I barely touched it. I don't know what happened. The new plastics are better? I hope so. Yeah. Privateer Press, if anybody's watching. I don't know what happened. Maybe we can survive here. We can fix it. All right. One more drop of the liquid plastic Bondic. This is why I love this stuff. Saves my butt. All right. Where do I get it? I got it at CVS. It's like I got it at the drugstore. You know, there it is, and it's a Canadian product actually. So I'm pretty sure if you live in Canada, like Cosmo, you can get it pretty easily over there. I love it. It is not a glue though, so do you notice I had to put glue on it as well? So it's just it'll set it faster because it's like a liquid plastic that welds. Okay, we've got so much stuff in the way. Go back with our base coat. Hopefully we don't have any super glue that's still wet over here. Nope. Cover it up. I might have to go back and sand that down. He looks like he has a cankle. I'm gonna tell the oh man, he got chipped a little bit. We aren't good for much, but maple syrup and Bondic, yeah, exactly. I think that makes up for everything, right? Not that you need to make up for everything, but it's awesome. There we go. We want that white underneath to be glowy. Something on there. I can tweeze it off. Little piece of sticky tack. Canada. We love you for your ginger ale. Oh, Canada. Yeah, you should be able to get it. You can get it through Amazon. That's another place I got mine. Not difficult. Let me start on the leather since I'm needing to see that. You need bloodstone, which is that's another color that you need, Millennia. Bloodstone is like my favorite leather color. This color rocks. Look at that beautiful brown. It's a very nice orangey brown. And so we're going to paint all of his leathers are going to be starting the base coat of the brown. And it looks really nice with that bluey gray. Oh, I found a cat hair. Thank you, noted good. Yeah. I think you'd like it. So this is my leather recipe. And so the first color in the leather recipe is bloodstone. This guy doesn't have a lot of cloth on him, just this little breech cloudy thingy. And I'm using about half and half water, half and half paint, roughly. I just want to get a base coat, and I might have to do more than one base coat. Get it nice and smooth. Back here. Oh, I can't reach it with this weapon in the way here. So. Since we're painting his weapon afterward, we can just go in there and brush down there. Okay. Let that dry a little bit. Make sure to get all of that under his leg. And then the second coat. See how nice that second coat covers. That's what's nice about P3. They are very pigmented. It only takes usually a couple coats. We got Grateful Stone following. Thank you so much, Grateful Stone. This little orb over here with our glaze of arcane blue, right? You like my yeah, I like my leather recipe too. Okay. Now that this is dry, I can go up here and touch up. I need to take my glasses off. And I'm not loving the way that wash looks on top of that. I'm just gonna go with the straight arcane blue. Did I miss somebody? I heard a cheer again. Or was that the Artful Stone? I think I missed somebody. There we go. Sumger. Sumger? Is that how I say it? Thank you so much for following. Back with the gray to cover up all the little derps of mistakes. Lots of them. Right up there. That's so much better looking. And just doing lots of cleanup now with my gray. It just was looking messy. Messy, messy. Okay, watch. Here's that glaze. Nice. Adelini, is that right? Hey, Alulu. How's it going? What you been doing? Alright, watch the next color of my leather. The next color is going to be... It's going to be Cador Red Highlight. But I'm going to mix a little bit of it with this color Bloodstone. A little bit. So I want it all on edges, right? Not quite edge highlighting, but definitely pulling out basically. I just got another leg. Oh, wait, we want that. I just realized all this over here is also going to be brown. I totally missed that because that's also going to be leather. All of the little straps get to be leather as well. You're going to need some brown ink for this also. What do you guys think? You're very good, Lulu. Good. You've been working on some Space Marines. I'm doing all right. It's been a weird day. The whole day has been kind of off. But I've been making through, and think that actually streaming for you guys really made a difference in making my day better. So I thank you guys for helping get me motivated to paint. So it's kind of funny how I motivate you guys to paint, but you motivate me back. It makes a big deal. Awesome. Everybody has days where they're just like, I don't want to do anything. I literally went back to bed after I took a shower this morning, and I didn't get out of bed until noon, and I know I slept. I just wasn't having a good morning at all. I think that fall is upon us, and that, I have seasonal affective disorder, which is like, makes you want to hibernate the whole winter. So I need to use my sun box. I need to take walks. Have a sun box that really makes a big difference. You Canadians know how I feel, because you guys have less sunlight than anybody. Some of you Europeans also know. You know my pain. That's good. Aw, yay. I'm glad you guys learned. Good. I just realized it's got a lot more straps than I thought he had on this leg, and I missed a few. There we go. Get them all. Better. And then he's got some straps on his arms as well. I completely missed. Much better. Got my PM. So much going on. You'd be interested as long as you don't mind delay. I don't mind delaying for Flick. We can delay. and have your coaching another time. That reminds me, Cosmo, I sent you a PM. I sent all of the people who subscribed at the $24.99 levels a PM, seeing if when's a good time to set up for your coaching, because I've got coaching for all those half-hour coaching for the $24.99 subscribers this month. And we had about 10 people, which was amazing. Amazing. That's better. There we go. I want to check. This is all armor. Oh, dang. Didn't realize it, but this is actually leather also. How? That's good that I found that out. Actually looks better too. I think it'll look a lot sharper. Am I on cam? Make sure I'm on cam. Oh, this too. That will look much better with the leather color. Tonight I'm making scallops, garlic scallops for my husband and I for dinner, and Sophia. I don't think she'll want any, so she might cook something for herself, but if you want some, I'll make some for her. Brush subscribed. Awesome. Thank you so much, Weird Brush. And Walking Harder just followed. Hype to you guys. Lots of hype. Awesome. Thank you for the subscription, Weird Brush. It was a good timing too. Yeah, we made quite a lot of points this month as far as subscription points. There's walking harder. Excellent. Lots of touch-ups are going to be needed on this guy tonight, especially with the craziness of this foot over here. I'll have to check and see what the owner wants to do about the leg. Alright, show you the orange again. The watch. We're just going to hit highlights with the orange. We'll be glazing again over some of that with either brown ink or with some more bloodstone. You know what? And I've also got, where is it called? Heartfire. This is basically my recipe for leather, right there. Bloodstone, potato red highlight, and Heartfire. Let's see. Melman Avotreblo. Welcome so much. Thank you. Melman. I'm going to call you Melman if that's okay. I need to put more orange on my palette. That's not orange. That's the wrong color. Here we go. There we go. You thought you'd lock in your tuition? Okay, that's awesome. That's a great idea. And then we need to set up a time to do one-on-one coaching. Tuition is a great way of putting it. I like that. It's not a subscription, it's tuition for tutoring. I like that. All right, I'm highlighting again. You know what I'm gonna do, because this is being frustrating. I'm gonna highlight with the yellow and see if I can knock it down with the orange. See if that makes it better looking. Try the orange on top. Not sure. Let's more bloodstone. It's one of those things sometimes where, guys, I don't always know how I'm doing something, but I just go back and forth until I get it. A little black in the crevices there. There we go. And this is where you edge highlight. This is what washes are for. In fact, I do have a bunch of new P3 washes I'm going to go drag out. Wait, I have Agrex Earth Shade. Let me try that instead. It's basically the same thing. Yeah. Let's see how the Agrex works with the leather. Yes. Nice. That's exactly the effect I wanted. I wanted that dark shadow. That is perfect. Let's do it on this side. We're gonna have to let it dry. So we'll go back to gray after this. We did muddy it a little bit, but we're gonna come back with the bloodstone and brighten it back up with the two other colors as well. Yay! All right. So everywhere you can see, there's like little spots where there should be like glowing magic. I'm gonna go draw a little line here. There, that's better. He's getting there. Now, I'm going to mix a little bit of the white right there. Kind of just tapping. Here we go. Cosmac 420 just started following, and welcome, and thank you so much for following. Go. Got a lot of little glowing spots. And I'm gonna put the white where that goes first, because we'll go with the arcane blue over the top, but it needs to have the base, the white base. Does that make sense why I'm doing that? Nice. Gonna paint some 40K or AOS. I do have, you know what, actually, Cosmac, let me show you something. I'm going to be painting this guy very soon. Primarius Apothecary. And so I haven't got, obviously it's still in shrink wrap. But that is on the list for probably very soon. And I'm very excited about painting him. We paint all kinds of stuff on this stream. All kinds. We paint Kingdom Death. We paint... this is Warmachine. We paint... mostly Warhammer. I haven't actually painted any AOS at all. I don't think anybody's given me anything to paint. We paint let's see. Lots of Kingdom Death. Some other stuff too, but yeah. I think that you'd be happy. This is our semi OSL over here that I'm emptying. That's much better. Yeah, I like that. Here we go. So I'm doing that sort of like a mix. It's very thinned out mix of the schmanky and the turquoise. And then when I put it in here, give it a glow effect with the kind of the glaze on top. And then it goes into all the channels that are already sculpted into the model. Perfectly. Sort of like a glow-in-the-dark suit sort of thing. And then once that has a chance to dry, go in and clean up and also bring out some of the other... Whew! That was my bug light. Bring out some of these other little orbs as well. Hey, Pirate Monkey Painting, how's it going? We are painting Warmachine. And we've just found out that the new theme lists are going to be coming out soon. I'm super stoked about that. Go. Just enjoying the day. Thanks so much. Yeah, I hope so, because he's been a little bit frustrating. He broke off at the ankle earlier, and I was kind of shocked because I'd never had that happen with the Warmachine Mini before. Yeah, it was crazy. Okay, so we had that drying Agrex Earthshade on there. Let's go ahead and put a little bit of this orange. Just pushing it to the edges, anywhere there's a highlight. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the Privateer Press's metals. It's not the first time I've had a metal mini break off at the ankles before. It's frustrating though when it does happen. I had another model. It was like a weak cast or something from them. And I think it was a Signar figure that I had. And he broke off at the ankles also. I'm sorry. He broke directly in half. It was a huge metal model, and I couldn't believe it. Never ever had that happen. So they replaced that. Okay, so that's the brown that we're just glazing into that. And again with the orangish. Adeptus Ron has been very, very bad today as far as been falling apart on me. I had I had another Warmachine figure that I was thinking about painting as well, but his all his glued joints had become weak and he fell apart on me also, so I'm going to re-glue and pin him. Sometimes when you send a mini through the mail, the glue will weaken, and so you got to be careful about how you build your models, and then if you're going to mail them, you need to really wrap them well. Alright, let that dry because we're going to glaze that. It is starting to look really good though. We had some white up here. We're going to glaze it back again with the other color. He does look like he's glowing some. All this going to be glow, glow, glow. Any idea what happened to the glue? The glue, so this was on this guy. His head came off and then his arms came off. And it just, the super glue will weaken, and see it wasn't pinned at all. So I'll just have to go in and fix him with some pins and some more super glue. So what happens is when it gets cold, when it's in an airplane, it weakens it. And so if it was on an airplane and the pressure in the cabin or whatever was causing it to be cold, that's what'll weaken it. It's not a big deal though, as long as I manage to save all the pieces. All right, little bits of yellow. This is like the high highlight, so go. This is very painterly right now. I'm gonna glaze it back with this brown here. See how that really blends it nice? There we go. He looks much more edgy than some of the other characters that I've done in this scheme. I think, but he is the more powerful of the different houses, so maybe that's okay. He can be edgy. Heartfire, yeah, this is Heartfire. So it goes Heartfire, then Kador Red Highlight, and then Bloodstone. So you can write that down. Heartfire is a yellow. And then again, I glaze it with the bloodstone. It still shines through underneath, but it creates kind of a nice highlight. Let's be honest, we both know you won't, and you will come back to the video constantly. That's okay. No shame. That's all right. You won't write it down. At least you'll know where to get the information, right? That's what's important. Right, so we're starting to get that warm, leathery color right now. Make sure to get this. Now the orange I'm going to put right here. There we go. Okie doke. Oh, we need metal. Hold on, let me get pig iron right here. Because there are some little metal studs on his armor too, and on his weapon. So I'm going to use pig iron on this blade. And here too. And there's another second blade over here. Once you get all the colors starting to come together, it looks so much better. And then there are these little metal studs I'm trying to paint. I had to take my glasses off for that. That was blop. Blop, blop. We need to fix it. And there are some little metal studs on this side too. I think that it makes a difference. I always paint them anyway. And then these. And you know what? I thought I was going to make this. I'm going to make it metal. I think it'll show up a lot better on the tabard. It looks cooler. And then we'll go ahead and highlight all that silver too. Ooh, Mike's home. Or Sophia, one of them. Hello, Sophia. Okay. See? Starting to come together. Later, Flickster. Thanks for so much for the host, and have a really good weekend. Probably talk to you soon. We're probably getting close to the end of the stream. I'm gonna do a lot of touch-up work on this mini. Yep, we got about 5 minutes left, and then we're gonna host somebody. See if I can get some more of this. There we go, that's nice. More glows. There was one under his arm, but I don't. There we go. Later. Have a good birthday too. This is I'm trying to create a little bit more contrast because it's just not quite doing it for me yet. There we go. A little better. I use a little Menoth white and a little Menoth highlight. Create a little bit of highlights on his armor. Because I think that's what's missing. I think he feels a little flat to me. Need to do a lot more. Maybe that's what's bugging me. All right, guys, let's look for somebody to host. I want to thank everybody who came to my stream today. You guys were amazing. We're going to probably have a ball like hosting somebody because there's probably a bunch of people still here. And let's see. All right. There's Adeptus Ron. I'm going to lean him up against this paint bottle for you. Right. Hopefully you guys got some good ideas for the Warmachine. At least a Retribution. If I can get my mouse to work, I can switch screens. And let's see, who could I host? How about Jimmy the Brush? Let's host him. I think that would be amazing. I haven't hosted him in a while. So everybody, when you get over there, do Mad Love from Shoshie's Minis. And let's do all our emotes and everything. There's Jimmy the Brush. Here we go. All right, see you on Monday from 7 to 9. Bye, guys.